Hey guys, Bear here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. We've got Parvati. Oof. I've been saying her name wrong and thinking it wrong for like a couple weeks now. That is kind of sad, I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's make a decision, shall we? I say we need to This access report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery and Botanical Laboratory. Structural damage detective. Please notify your designated supervisor. And let's redirect power. Safety failure. Processing warning, safety failures detected, high likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Do you want to continue? Yes. Please select a destination. We're gonna choose Edgewater because I agree. The cannery is awful, but I mean, I can't justify either. I'd rather have come to like a medium or median decision here, but I just can't. It's one or the other. So Botanical Laboratory power regulator is now safe to remove. Edgewater Saltuna Cannery power regulator is now operating at optimal capacity. Additional power structural damage detected. Permanent power failure detected in Botanical Laboratory. Blatant disregard for Space's Choice property has been logged. Please report yourself to a designated supervisor for immediate reprimand. Thank you for serving the Spacer's Choice family. Well, what do you think?
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they don't care much for me.
We'll talk later. Yeah, so my thought process was that the botanical people, or, risking all those people's lives to force the majority to start running. Anyways. What am I doing? One sec. Well, hello.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing.
Yeah.
Cutting off my power.
You would show your
off my garden. Without
your true form.
refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I'm not on Reed's side. I'm just not on his side. I do need your power regulator. I could have taken his, but it would have been too much. And I'm tempted to just say I don't owe you an explanation. But I do. But I don't care.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Damn, that's kind of fucked. Yeah.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
That's not what I meant.
Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not committing murder for no apparent reason. He's not. He may be a capitalist pig, but he's not the worst.
Into a transformer again? I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry, Grace.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back.
I'm sure. It's time we went back to Edgewater, at least.
Yeah, you're right. And I suspect Reed's learned his lesson by now. Might even be willing to talk terms with us. Hey, Thomas, gather up your personals and we'll go talk to Reed together.
This is all happening so fast. Give me a little time to give this place a proper goodbye, yeah? Edgewater could use another mechanic. I'm not sure if I'm ready to step into that role, but I'm willing to try my best.
If you see Reed, let him know we're coming back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna apply that real quick. Cool. Alright, well, I got my answer. Sorry about that. I got my answer. I can't get rid of her until I get my ship. So, I did collect my stuff, right? Okay. I'll meet you back there. Nice of you to teleport to me, Vardy. Parvati. Vati? Like the Wind Mage. Hello, sir. I am standing on your desk.
This is a fine day, friend.
Yeah.
Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. When can I expect them back at their posts? That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products.
Sweet.
Courtesy of the people of Edgewater.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Someone named Grace.
I do. Grace Romero, wasn't it? Brusque Truculent, never seemed to care much for cannery work.
She's wasted on the cannery. You should think about making
Protecting
her
a
a
camp
guard.
from marauders is no small task. I'll see to fitting her out in a guard's uniform.
Yep.
This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own workers. I pushed them to their breaking point.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like your neck. Good for you. Yeah.
With more hands at the cannery, I expect productivity will rise. I expect we'll grow. And I expect I can ask corporate to send us some more medicine. We'll survive, one way or another.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Now for my power regulator. Give it to me. That thing. Oh. Okay. Give it to me. Oh my. That's so dumb. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be a venture, isn't it? Oh man. Okay. Oh, see you there. Thank you very much. See ya.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Those people in Edgewater need you.
That's just it. I don't think they need me. What they need is a good mechanic to treat Bess right and change her compressors every now and again, but that can't always be me. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Glad to have you along.
Yes. I mean, thanks.
Sure.
You won't regret this.
Whatever.
Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
Alright.
Where are we headed?
We'll talk later. On board we go.
Captain, I have
You
detected
can see
that
that?
Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Wow. You're very funny.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power
Do you know how to
regulation.
install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I assume it's just plug and play. Me, the professional engineer. Yep, looks like it is. Yay! We can start playing the game now. Oh yeah, workbench. Of course, of course, of course. I understand.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I
All
installed it.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Good, good, good.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Good. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, but I lowered the graphics settings to high, so you probably noticed that.
Received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yeah.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
Yes.
How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track
Crushing.
of the cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Uh-huh.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
That's great.
The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll go have a word.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own
It's
pockets.
true.
If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Happens.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm gonna get my hands on the shroud. Shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that give you access to restricted areas provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and other as a result being attacked on site. Yes, that is exactly what I need for my rifle. Who? Oh, Sam? There's no response from the auto mechanical unit. A serial number etched into its chassis includes the letter Sam. Okay. Sam probably spills blood. Oh, this is Bavardi's. I'm gonna leave it. Parvati's. Parvati. Oh, the toilet. Down we go. I have a lot of work to do with my guns. Oh, hello.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
That's fine.
I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
What do you think would ship?
It's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
Yep.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Yeah.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Okay. I'm just gonna make this busted. How many times can I upgrade it? How many times can I upgrade it? How long until I'm out of money? Me. Right now. But hey, I'm not gonna run into any issues. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell Parvati to screw off.
Something busted, Captain? What? You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean it. Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean...
Okay. Okay. Journal? Yeah. Oh, okay.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless, or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
Sure, we can hand it
Thanks,
over to
Captain.
engineer now.
I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Reed seemed to have it
I'm not
out for you.
exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. that decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
One aptitude test determines your whole life.
They're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds.
Ooh.
Even if you don't believe they actually
Right.
catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's
They're
fair
gonna
game.
sing the 131st.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline.
Happens.
Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight back?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer.
Oh man, it's
Yeah,
already
well,
40.
I squeezed.
Didn't
About
get
a
much
year.
time.
I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Okay, break time's over. And by break time, I mean this episode. Well, that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Adieu.